feedback. Like we said, 1.0 is underway. You got the 2 picks in for the Lions, the perfect pair of players with a whole bunch of vetoed for the Rams pick. But we'll recap that coming up. Let's get back to your phone calls. We go to Matt in St. Clair Shores. You're on 97. Hi, Matt. Matt, are you there? Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up?
With the second pick, the Lions select Nakobe Dean.
Oh, there we go again.
And then with the late pick, the Lions select Lewis C.
Oh, Georgia. So
I do have another thing though.
and Georgia, anybody?
I have a slight concern here on the reason I think I'm going defense is we have to find out because I think the Packers, if you trade Aaron Rodgers, they're going to get multiple first round picks, right?
Yes.
Or likely they're going to have somebody first round pick for next year. Then we have 2 first round picks next year. Packers have 2 first round picks next year. But the only one doesn't get enough. Quarterback is next year, we've got more ammo than the Packers.
Just get more draft capital to amass so that you can move up if you need to. Yes.
And I think this is where the line with the delivery is both Lions and Packers. And like the free time. So I feel like how that plays out. But that's the big one next year.
Very interesting, man. Right up to the end. I mean, he's talking about a scenario that I can call this. Yeah. We don't talk about trading back. So, no, we can't. And look, it becomes impossible. It becomes useless to try and put together a mock draft if you have trades. But
Right, but in the grand scheme of things, with the draft of the Lions, it feels like 90% of the time we'd always like to trade back. And I don't think this year is terribly different. I think this year we might be a lot more comfortable staying at 2 and taking one of the defensive ends.
Yep.
But you could sell me on trading back. You could absolutely sell me on trading back.
You know, if you really like Nakobe Dean, you take him at 2, right? I mean, you're just in love with this guy. You can't shake it. It's the Kevin Costner you wrote in your pocket, whatever. I'm against it personally, but let's say it's, that's who you want, right?
Yep.
A lot of times these calls are also followed by, if I could just trade back and get Dean. Doesn't that tell you something right off the bat?
Kinda.
Right? I mean, I think we're reaching here, people. I like Roquan Smith. I like Devin White. I like Devin Bush. I would never take those guys at 2. And I think Nakobe Dean, as good as he is, and recency bias here, he was hell of a player in the championship game, hell of a player all year long. I don't want to reach for him at 2. I just don't. And it makes me sound like I hate Nakobe Dean. I don't. But every time it follows up with these calls is, we could trade back and get Dean. If he's that good, he should be there for 2.
Yep.
Well, but it's the idea that, look, they're different players. You've got the pass rushing. Everybody has their different role. If you draft Thibodeau or Hutchinson, you're expecting that guy to get after the quarterback, double-digit sacks, and make the impact there. Nakobe Dean is a different kind of impact. That's all it is. So I understand why people like it because of what they see as a guy who wipes everything out sideline to sideline and occasionally will be asked to rush the passer, but typically the guy that goes higher is the pass rusher. So if you're going to want to trade back, it's also it's not just because you like the player and the value that you would get at say 5 or 6 or whoever you're going to pick Nakobe Dean at. It's not only is it the value you get for him at that position, but it's more importantly it's the value you get with the other picks that come along with trading back.
Yeah, I understand that. I guess we don't get to call guys that says, I want to trade back and get Hutchinson or trade back and get Thibodeau.
Right.
Because we know that guy's he's probably not going to be there.
It's an acknowledgement that
Yes.
you're passing on better players.
Exactly.
It's kind of what you're saying. Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
But it's just you want to maximize what you're doing.
But here's one thing you could say. I would rather have Dean and this extra draft pick.
Yes.
I think
Now that was more of a yes.
Which
I
I'd
think
rather
is-
Dean and another second-round pick than have Hutchinson. I think with those two, I can build a better football team with those two assets more so than just Aiden Hutchinson. So that's the argument to be made. 248-539-9797. Let's go to Jim in Detroit. You're on 97. Want to take it? Hi, Jim.
And those,
What's up?
what's the fun with your last? Earlier you said what Lions win all year, which would hurt their draft. But now you don't
Anderson? Do you buy it or do you think it's full of play?
I was just looking at strictly the draft.
And look, if you value, and this is where it comes down to everybody's different. If you value that number one overall pick more than you value a potential, and that's all I'm talking about, potential. They got the coaching right. They potentially are starting to change the culture. And that's
The owners were in 1948. Edwin Anderson and Lyle Fife are listed as the owners. Partial.
Lyle Fife.
Lyle Fife and Edwin Anderson.
Back then, we were taking calls. Never gonna win unless Fife sells the team.
Stoney was for sure.
Right. And then the William Clay Ford Sr. bought the team in 1960.
It's time Fife sells. 248-539-9797. More of your phone calls and feedback coming up. We had an interesting debate going off the air. Red Wing question we'll get to today for you at 11:50. Red Wing fans. And big news from Hall Financial. The mortgage company known for their 5-star service is now offering free appraisals to all of their clients. Whether you are refinancing your current home loan or purchasing a new home, you need to call Hall Financial to get started now. Not only will a free appraisal save you up to $750 off your closing costs, but it also allows you to free up that money for renovations or save it for a rainy day. Take the next step and call Hall Financial with nearly 5,000 5-star reviews. Why would you go anywhere else? Previous clients have said, quote, "We were really impressed with the responsiveness and simplicity of the process in refinancing this time around. Can't believe it was all done in 2 weeks." Get started today at 866-CALL-HALL. That's 866-CALL-HALL. Or chat with them online at callhallfirst.com.
Hey, the NFL Conference Championships are here, and to celebrate, FanDuel Sportsbook is hooking new customers up with 30-1 enhanced odds on either conference championship. Bet $5 and get you $150 back on any team to win either conference championship game. I obviously like Kansas City over Cincinnati. Big underdog in Cincinnati, but Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, Hill, everybody that they've got, it's going to be a absolutely great game. Just sign up with FanDuel Sportsbook and make a deposit to claim your 31 enhanced odds. And here's some other reasons. It's America's #1 sportsbook app. It's easy to use, safe and secure. When you win, you're going to get paid in as little as 2 hours. Don't miss your chance to win $150 on a $5 bet when you use promo code Jansen when signing up. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over in President, Michigan. New users only. $10 first deposit required. Must wager in designated offer market. Max bonus of $150. Restrictions do apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This view was worth a hike.
Right. And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive.
That's why he
It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Progressive presents Force Metaphors about bundling your home and auto.
In sports, 3 goals is a hat trick. And when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, you get a hat trick of great savings and round-the-clock protection. So you might be thinking, wait, that's 2 things. A hat trick is 3. But in this metaphor, great savings counts as 2 goals, and so does round-the-clock protection. So it's like 4 goals, and that's more than 3. It's basic math.
Force Metaphors presented by Progressive. Bundle and protect today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Here at Frank's Red Hot, we put together a completely exhaustive list of essentials that will bring everyone together on game day. Number 1, Frank's Red Hot. Number 2, wings. Okay, it looks like that's it. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything. 97.1 The Ticket on the Bet 1270. Your homes for the NFL on Westwood One. Kansas City Chiefs host the Cincinnati Bengals. Then the Los Angeles Rams host the San Francisco 49ers. NFL Conference Championship Sunday starts at 2 on the Bet 1270 Detroit.
one wherever they land. Malik from quarterback from Liberty.
Okay. I have a question.
Looking for old school.
Why add another offensive lineman to the mix where they already have their offensive line set?
Well, I mean, go back to they seem like they want to be a running back team. What better way to do it than bring, this other quarterback along who's a running quarterback and just go old school.
Well, I'm not worried about Malik Willis. I'm worried about why you want the offensive lineman, Evan Neal, at number 2, when the Lions don't need another offensive lineman, a starting offensive lineman at this point.
Because I think Thibodeau's going to give us, he just seems like...
Again, forget about it. Thibodeau has nothing to do with this. If you don't like Thibodeau, that's fine. You can find somebody else. But why an offensive lineman at 2?
Well, Kenny doesn't seem like he's being left tackle material in this guy, so... I mean, he's...
Did you watch the Lions play this last year?
He just got named to the all-rookie team.
He was great. I agree with you. I mean, put him on the right this natural spot. And then put Neil here, man. I mean, that's 3 years to go.
So you don't like Taylor Decker? Is that
argument?
You don't like Taylor Decker?
I like him. I just don't think that he's worth the money that he's going to be commanding.
He's already got the money.
I'm sorry. I didn't know he had that big of a contract. I thought he was coming up on a contract.
He just signed a extension. Let me see how long it's for, but it was in the last year or two, right?
I think before the 2020 season, I think.
I mean, he's good, but I mean, there's nobody else really they've been trading back, and you know how the Lions do that. They won't do it, but Thibodeau, I just don't like him, and Hutchinson's probably going 1. If he doesn't, sure,
you could take him in the purposes of this draft.
Yeah, if you wanted Hutchinson, you could have had Hutchinson.
He's not vetoed. There's a potential out for Decker after this coming season.
But the out is the Lions out.
It's the Lions, I believe, and his cap number peaks this year and then goes slightly down the next 2 years.
I don't think the Lions are looking to add an offensive lineman, a starting quality offensive lineman right now. Do I think that they'll draft one later in the later rounds? Yeah, I think they will. To add more depth, and maybe you find somebody who's a project and you like the frame and you think you can work him in and be a quality backup. But using one, I'm trying to be nice to the person, but using one at number 2, I just don't think it makes a whole lot of sense. And the caller likes Aiden Hutchinson. Okay, well then you can take Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think the Jaguars are taking a defensive lineman with the first overall pick. I think they're taking the number 1 offensive lineman they see.
I'm just watching some of the feedback coming in. The call, my favorite one was this guy, with his 2 picks, gave it no thought whatsoever.
Well, he likes Willis because he likes a running quarterback, is basically what he came down to say.
Yeah.
A mobile quarterback.
248-539-9797. Tom is on a cell next. Hi, Tom.
Hi, man. It's a great show.
Thank you.
Hey, just a couple points, and I wanted to mention a quarterback for later. They're going to take a defensive end, right? We've been doing this for how long now with defensive ends? So they're going to take one of the 2. And then I agree with Gator. They need a defensive tackle to stop the run for the next pick. And if Nakobe Dean's available, a linebacker who can go from sideline to sideline. But when was the last time the Lions really had a good defense? When can they really stop anybody?
14.
Their defense right off the bat.
So
I've been watching them for 60 years. I don't care when they pick. Because Matt Stafford, as far as I'm concerned, he can win the Super Bowl. He gave it his all here for 12 years. He's the best quarterback they ever had, and they never had a complete team with him. That's my opinion.
Who do you want to...
I wanted to throw this out to you guys.
This is not a conversation. We're getting grilled.
You gotta halt him.
Yeah.
And offer up your conversation.
Hey, Tom?
Yeah.
So who do you want at 2, Hutchinson or Thibodeau?
I don't know. Who's the better complete? You guys know that better than me. I guess Hutchinson's better against the run.
Yeah.
I guess I'd take a chance on Hutchinson. Although if the other guy's really a good pass rusher, I'd rather have a dominant pass rusher. So I'll go with Hutchinson, I guess, because he's here. And
And then tomorrow.
How can I help you?
Can I get a double quarter pounder with cheese with just ketchup and onion? Large Coke and 2 cheeseburgers. That's it.
2 cheeseburgers, 1 large Coke, and a double cheeseburger. That's all my cheese, ketchup, and onions.
Correct.
Thank you. 11:31, first window.
Yep.
There you go. Have a great day.
Thanks.
I'm waiting on your quarter pounder. If you want to pull to the first spot over there, we'll bring it out. Here's the double quarter.
Yep.
There you go. Have a good
Thanks.
day.